The method of substitution consists in the fact that we express one unknown from one equation and substitute this expression instead of this unknown in another equation. Let's take the first equation and express the unknown x from it. For this, I will move the negative y to the right side of the equation. With such a transfer, I need to change the sign in front of y to the opposite. Here I have a minus, there will be a plus. Now I will substitute this expression for x in the second equation, instead of the unknown x. There is no numeric coefficient in front of y. We consider it as 1. There is no sign before the 4. If there is no sign before the number, we will consider it as a plus. I will move the positive 4 to the right side. On the left side I add 2 and 1. In the right side I change the sign in front of 4 to the opposite. I transfer 3 to the denominator of the left side. So I get the value for the unknown y. I can substitute this value instead of y either in the second or in the first equation, and solve the equation for x. But there is a better idea. We already have an expression for x. Therefore, let's substitute 2 in this expression, and get the value for the unknown x. So we solved the system of 2 equations and got 2 values. If we substitute these values for 2 equations instead of our unknown x and y, then we get 2 true equalities at the same time. If you don't really understand how I do transformations in equations, please look at the lesson at the link in the description. There all the transformations are explained in great detail. Each term of the equation can be multiplied or divided by the same number except 0, and our equation will not change. In the first equation, I divide each term by 2. In the second equation, I divide each term by 3. And this equation system will be equal to our original system. Let's solve the second system of equations. From the second equation, I will express y. I transfer negative 2x to the right side. At the same time, I change the sign to the opposite, and I substitute this expression instead of y in the first equation. Here I need to open brackets. I multiply 2 by 2 and 2 by negative 1. I move negative 2 to the right side. In the left side, I add 4x to 1x. And I add 3 and 2. And get the value for x. I substitute this value in the expression for y. So I got the solution of the equation system. I suggest you do the check yourself. You need to substitute these values into our equation system and make sure that you get the correct equalities. First, try to solve this equation system yourself. Then check with my solution. From the first equation, I will express why I move negative 2x to the right side. I change the sign in front of the 2x to the opposite. And I substitute this expression instead of y in the second equation. We have a minus sign in front of the bracket, and there is no digital coefficient. We consider it as 1. I multiply negative 1 by positive 2. And negative 1 by positive 4. I move negative 4 to the right side. At the same time, I change the sign in front of the 4 to the opposite, and I immediately subtract 2 from 7 on the left side of the equation. I transfer 5 to the denominator of the right side. And I get the value for x. I substitute this value in the expression for y. I get the value for y. So here's my solution. That's all for today. Subscribe to the channel. Bye everyone.